last thing, this is a sad one. So some of you know we've partnered with First Image. They are also one of our partners. Door of Hope's been partnered with First Image for a long, long time, and Northeast has since the beginning as well. And some of you know, we have pictures. They've experienced a big wave of vandalism over the last few months. Some before the overturning of Roe versus Wade, and then some after. The picture on the left is their Gresham Resource Center, which was firebombed. Gosh, it was probably like a month and a half ago now. So yeah, a flaming bomb was thrown through the window and destroyed the office. So they're obviously looking to rebuild it, but also just that is a deeply, deeply discouraging and disturbing thing to have happen to a place where you're trying to care for vulnerable people. The second there is the Hinson Annex building, which some of you who have been around Door of Hope for a long time, that's where Door of Hope used to meet back in the day. That's where anybody start attending Door of Hope when it was just the one back in the Hinson days? Yeah, a lot of you. So that building is now, the foyer is now a coffee shop, and then the offices host a bunch of different organizations. But First Image's central office is there. And I guess it was like a week and a half ago, windows were broken and tons of graffiti and all kinds of stuff, which is tragic. And that feels really personal too, because so many of us know and love that building, and it still belongs to Hinson Baptist Church, which is a great church in the city that we're rooting for and that has served us in a number of ways. So we just wanted you to know, First Image is going through some hard times, and it may continue. If you read their communication, they have incredibly inspiring attitudes about all of this. It's been really wonderful to see. They are undeterred in their mission. And I would just say this, First Image, they do incredible work caring for mothers and families facing unplanned or unwanted pregnancies. They do it with compassion, they do it with wisdom, they do it with sensitivity. They're not a political advocacy organization. Not that that would be okay if they were, but that's not their mission. They simply want to provide direct material and emotional care to people in crisis. The very things that many are calling on pro-life Christians to do right now, they are on the front lines of doing it and doing it really well. This is just a reminder for us. Christians have always been champions for human life and uniquely vulnerable populations since the beginning of the church. And that flows out of our belief in the immeasurable dignity and value of every person rooted in the image of God. And just to speak pastorally about this and the larger issues for a second, we live in a city and in a world that doesn't understand this. And part of this is because our politics seem, in my opinion, demonically tailor-made to worsen the misunderstandings and to cheapen and shortcut the heart of Jesus. But I want to call us to enter this conversation not with the mantras of so many on the political left that deny the value and dignity of the life in the womb, nor the mantras of many on the political right that result in cruelty or indifference toward mothers. No, we stand with Jesus, who treasures the lives of both mothers and children for their entire duration. We believe no justice, as Jesus defines it, is possible without caring for both, deeply caring for both. Justin Giboney of the AND Campaign, if you don't know the AND Campaign, we've got their book, one of the best books I've ever read on church and politics. Commend it to you wholeheartedly. He had this tweet the other day. He said, "Roe v. Wade has been overturned. Time to double down on protecting, supporting, and advocating for our sisters with crisis pregnancies. Pro-woman and pro-child." That's the kind of AND Campaign mantra. We are for things that the world says you can't be about both, because Jesus is. So that's where we stand. So I think this is the call, and one way we can live into this is by supporting First Image in this time. And you don't, however you feel about the politics of the matter, you don't have to feel like you're getting involved in anything weird or strange or unwise or cruel. They are beautiful, and they need help right now. We've got to rebuild centers and hire security and do all kinds of stuff. So we once again commend them to you. There you have it.